plays and maidenheads are near akin. Fine plays are modest, much like a virgin whose body is saved for their wedding day. Once uncloistered, resembling a play which hath the great marks of fine mastery, a maiden still retains her purity. For though she hath been taken by her love, whence is then upon her from above, gazing on her and taking his pleasure. Her open shell holds on to its treasure. Inside is a pearl which hath great value, and whether it's old or if it be new, its shine and luster be not diminished. Bad plays, however, scarce should be finished, for they lack the worth inside that pearl, less than a maiden like a peasant girl. Our story, we hope, is like a maiden, whose worth is so high it never shall sin. For our story comes of Chaucer's fame. To his excellence we make not a claim. The tales of Chaucer, esteemed they be, have shook the mountains and rustled the trees. If our telling lives not up to his name, then should we hang our heads, bearing our shame upon our chests, for we are unworthy of that great title possessed by he. If our story be as bad as we think, then down into his grave Chaucer shall sink, quickly away from the mockery we speak. So in eternal rest, things won't be bleak. If he were disturbed, screaming from under, ashamed we'd be, tearing asunder this poet whose works we hold in regard. He deserves to ascend, not to be barred from that heavenly land where he should reside. So to his good name we hope to abide. But for these 2 hours we may entertain. And if we do fail, then may we be slain. And shut up your phones and turn off your babies.
Good cuz, I do in friendship counsel you to leave this place. This thorn doth to our rose of youth rightly belong. An unclean mind carries virtuous qualities. Therein by him seal up thy mind, whether that thy youth and carnal faithful overtake, or else by him I love, deny and study how to die. Oh, Palamon, thou hast robbed me of youth.
There are more things heaven and earth Arcite than I dreamt of in your philosophy. When I to Thebes last came a conqueror, I washed my fierce hand in its beating heart. I assure you a peace was concluded, a peace I say, a peace to fill the mouth of deep defiance up and shake the peace and safety of our throne. Our soldiers stand full and fair for the day, but grow like savages. As soldiers will that do nothing but meditate on blood, to swearing stern looks, diffuse attire, and everything that seems unnatural.
Woe is my heart that the poor soldiers fought. Thebes is a dog hole, and no more merits the tread of a man's foot to the wars. For fit you knew it lest reposing too far in its virtue, which it hath not. It might have some great and trusty business, and a main danger of failure.
There is some seeds of goodness and evil would men observingly distill it out. Assume a virtue if you have it not. Oh, love all, trust a few, do wrong to none. Thou hast the power to choose, and they none to forsake. A man is master of his liberty.
We're bound unto Creon.
Better it is to die, better to starve than crave the higher which we do deserve. Why in this wolfish toga should I stand here?
Sir, I see things may serve long, but not serve ever. Who can be bound by any solemn vow to do a murderous deed, to rob a man, and have no other reason for this wrong, but that he is bound by a solemn oath?
Nay, certainly. There is no truth in him.
My duty to you both, on equal love. You are sent for to the capital. Take heed, be wary how you place your word. Go in and cheer the king. He rages. None dare come about him.
What, is he angry too?
Pray God he be not angry, for that his reputation was disvalued. It's proved my lord Creon hath been falsely accused, and by Thesius been abused, and therefore it behooves men to be wary.
I will not be afraid of death and bane, for I myself have ventured to speak my mind of him.
The gods protect him, so we answer him. We do no otherwise than we are willed, and there we will abide. I do desire you not to deny this imposition. But what news, my lord?
The news is, sirs, Athenians are in arms. Theseus is come into the field, and a fearful army led by Theseus rages upon our territories now. Their bloody sign of battle is hung out, and something to be done. Immediately.
And I will rise there with so full of glory that I will dazzle all the eyes of thieves.
Aye, that would be known. To the wars, my boys! To the wars.
It will be dangerous to go on no further. Oh, God of battles, steel our soldiers' hearts, possess them not with fear.
Emilia, I tell thee it's not meet I should be sad to bloody battles and bruising arms. What never dying honor hath he got? He'll stop the course by which it be known, and with ostent of war will look so huge, amazement shall dread courage from the state.
Oh, how you speak! The toil of war is a pain that only seems to seek out danger, and hath as oft a slanderous epitaph as record of fair act.
Methinks his words do from such passion fly that he believes himself. Lord Thesius is most honest. Thesius hath direction what to do. I will hereupon confess I am in love. And as it is base for a soldier to love, so am I in love with the Duke.
My lord, you are very near my father in his love. Love and be friends, as two such men should be. But yet be wary in thy studious care, for 'tis a question left us yet to prove, whether love lead fortune or fortune love.
Yet you desire to marry.
Nay, my good lord, let me overrule you now. I have abjured the company of men.
Is it for fear of a wet widow's eye that thou consumest thyself in single life?
Love is a smoke raised with a fume of sighs. What is it else? A madness most discreet.
How stands your disposition to be married?
Tell my lord and father, sir, I will not marry yet.
Tell him yourself.
It is an honor I dream not of.
Then happy I that love and be loved where I cannot remove nor be removed.
Happy be you, Pirithius. All that you speak shows fair.
Hark! The trumpets! The Greeks have reinforced their scattered men. Therefore, to the war! Long live Lord Thesius, my beloved brother. Gracious triumpher in the eyes of thieves.
By my faith, Lord, 'twas a glorious day. Surely, by all the glory I have won. So great fear of my name amongst them was spread that they supposed I could rend bars of steel. Many a battle I have won against thieves, when the enemy been 10-1. Why should I not now? Who were they that are at the castle gate?
Pray God my news be worth the welcome, Lord. For they are soldiers, witty, courteous, liberal, gay, much like you are. And in Arcite they too were taken in.
Lives he, good herald?
Yes.
Twice within this hour, I saw him down. Thrice up again in fighting. From helmet to the spur, all bloody was. All the whole army stood gazed on him, his soldiers spying his undaunted spirit. And Harold, here's the other soldier's blood. His brandished sword did blind men with his beams. What should I say? His deeds exceed all speech. But in clear shot and even play of battle, was ever known so great and little loss? I know it by their pale and deadly looks. They must be bound and laid in some dark room.
Prisoner? To who?
My sword, my chariot, my prisoners! Sir, drag them from the pit unto the prison. There let them bide until we have devised some never heard of torturing pain for them.
I humbly thank your highness. By your leave. Up. Make haste.
we of noble family?
I, 2 lads of thieves, noble swelling spirits.
Methinks I should revive the soldiers' hearts, for we may pity, but not harden them.
Do you pity them? They deserve no pity.
Call me not to justify the wrong by unkindness lays upon my heart, for I have sworn deep oaths of deep kindness. Sir, pardon, a soldier is better accommodated than wife.
And so they are. Alas that they are so, to die, even when they to perfection grow.
When I consider everything that grows holds in perfection but a little moment, I hold my duty as I hold my soul, both to God and to my gracious Father.
Lo, the warlike service they have done. Think upon the wounds their bodies bear, which show like graves in the holy churchyard. Tempt them not so far, I wish. But here comes Arcite.
He comes too short of that great property which still should go with Palamon, partly for his promised proportions came short of composition.
Let us leave here, daughter. I will speak with you further anon.
Ow! Ow! Ah!
How now, fair soldier?
How now, my friend?
Base, fearful and despairing Arcite. For my own part, I durst not laugh, for opening my lips and receiving the bad air of this hard world.
I would I were at home, ready to go, but never to return. The meat is cold because we come not home.
Today, if I die not of noble rage, tomorrow I shall die of mickle age.
The hope and expectation of my time is ruined, and the soul of every man prophetically doth foretell my father, men would tell their children, this is he.
True. And seest I no issue have, and that my fainting words do warrant death. By my troth I have no moral meaning.
The web of our life is a mingled yarn, good and ill together. Still we have slept together, rose, learned, played, and ate together, and wheresoever we went like Juno's swans. Still we were coupled and inseparable. By the blood we have shed, by the vows we have made to endure friends, we prove this very hour.
So my soul shall thine keep to heaven, as in this well and glorious and foughten field, kept together in our chivalry. Come, side by side, together live and die.
I do desire thy worthy company, upon whose faith and honor I repose. One half of me is yours, the other half yours mine own, I would say, and so all yours. Things at the worst will cease, or climb upward to what they were before. Pretty cousin.
You want to absolute. Honor and policy like unsevered friends. In the word you grow together, say I. Upon what meat does this our Creon feed? Thieves thou hast lost the breed of noble bloods. Oh, where thou hast left me, Creon, see how I convey my shame out of mine eyes.
For me, by heaven, I bid you be assured. I'll be your father and your brother too. I may not wish for any companion in the world but you. Dost thou love Arcite?
Yeah, what can I say? My love's more richer than my tongue. Sir, I love you more than words can wield the matter, dearer than eyesight, space, and liberty.
Within the temple Hollywoods are loud. The garden here is more convenient. Fie on it! Ah, fie! 'Tis an unweeded garden that grows to see things rank and gross in nature, possesses merely that it should come to this.
Oh, the whole land is full of weeds, her fairest flowers all choked up, her fruit trees upturned, her hedges ruined.
I will go root away the noisome weeds, which without profit suck the soil's fertility from wholesome flowers.
Palamon?
Small herbs have breaks, and great weeds do grow apace, and since methinks I would not grow so fast, since sweet flowers are slow and weeds make haste.
Now 'tis the spring, and weeds are shallow-rooted. Suffer them now, and they'll overgrow the garden. I must fill up this cage of ours with baleful weeds and precious juiced flowers.
And do not spread the compost on the weeds to make them ranker.
A vengeful canker eat them up to death. More flowers I noted, yet none could I see. Sweet color, it is stolen from thee. I find me apt, Emilia, and duller shouldst I be than that fat weed white enough to wrap a fairy in.
I prithee, lady, have better cheer, for you are a light wench.
Come on. These tidings and I hang my head, as flower with frost, grass beat down with storms. Cheers my heart to see her forwardness.
Give me those flowers. Do as I bid thee. Go!
Palamon!
Mine eyes are not in fault for. She's beautiful. And therefore to be wooed. She's beautiful. And therefore to be won.
She is.
I will now hear. What say you of this gentle woman?
If beauty, wisdom, modesty can settle the heart of Arcite, Emilia is a less lottery to him.
Now my soul's palace has become a prison. For never henceforth shall I joy again. Never or never shall I see more joy. Oh, break my heart. Poor breaker, break it once. To prison eyes never look at liberty.
Freedom lives hence, and banishment is here. As plays the sun upon glassy streams, twinkling another counterfeited beam. So seems this gorgeous beauty to mine eyes. Vain would I woo her yet. I dare not speak. I'll call for pen and ink and write my mind.
Oh, my good lord. I was the first that found her. So is mine eye enthralled to her shape, and her fair virtue's force perforce doth move me. On the first view to say, to swear, I love her.
'Tis no matter. Ne'er fantastical knave of them shall plot me of my calling.
You cannot love her, nor will strive to do it.
It's possible that on so little acquaintance you should like her, that but seeing her you should love her, and loving woo.
What zeal, what fury hath inspired me now? My love, my cousin, is a gracious moon. When I come to woo ladies, I should fright them. I should woo hard, but be her groom, thou false, subtle perjured, disloyal man.
Has spoken like a traitor. Shall answer as traitors do.
Look in thy glass, and call thy image so. I am thy cuz, and thou a false-hearted traitor.
Do you care not for me? Fair Palamon?
No, I do care for some things, but in my good conscience, sir, I do not care for you.
Your care set up. Do not pluck my cares down. Your care is loss of care. The old care done. My care, it's gain of care. By new care won.
My lord, I fear you mean no good to me.
I'm sorry, I am. My noble cousin should suspect me that I mean no good to him. By heaven, I come in perfect love to him.
I'll fight with none but thee, for I do hate thee, worse than a promise breaker.
Cannot fight for love as men may do. We should wound, not made to be wooed.
I'll fight till from my bones my flesh be hacked.
Your abilities are too infant-like for doing much alone. Herein I see thou lovest me not the full weight that I love thee.
To accuse myself, I hate you, which I'd rather you felt than make it my boast.
He who deserves greatness deserves your hate. And since this business so fair is done, let us not leave to all our own be one. Bound with triumphant garlands will I commonly lead this daughter to a conqueror's bed, to whom I will retail my conquest won.
Stop that. I will fond thee,
Oh,
your entrails,
Emilia.
your extras, your insides. I will wreak
What
all
was
the
it?
pain! All the pain!
Knock off his manacles. Bring Arcite to the Duke.
No, I thank you all. Drink and pray for me, I pray. I long to talk with this noble young lady.
And tell me, in the modesty of honor, why have you given him such clear lights of favor?
Prithee be cheerful, Palamon. Knowest thou not the Duke hath banished him?
Banishment, be merciful, save death. Here, pale with fear, he doth premeditate the dangers of his loathsome enterprise. I think of it the Athens, as the ostrich to the fish, who takes it by sovereignty of nature, and the lover, sighing with a woeful ballad, made unto his mistress's eyebrow, to darken her whose light excelleth his. The coward fights, and will not be dismayed. She is her own, the worst is but denial and reproving. I'll beg for her love. My will is strong, past reasons weak removing. If none will do, let her remain, but I will never give or.
I charge you in the Duke's name stand. Shut up your windows, daylight out and make yourself an artificial night.
Almost midnight, madame.
The moon shines fair, you may away by night.
The other night I fell asleep here, behind the arras, and had my pocket picked. This house is turned body house, they pick pockets.
Lady, I hope the days are near at hand, the chambers will be safe.
As they say, spirits do at midnight have in them a wilder nature than the business that seeks dispatch by day. We are not safe, madame. We are not safe.
My troublous dream last night doth make me sad. I saw before me man, nor here nor there lack a good man, such a creature that to seek through the regions of the earth to find one his like, there would be something failing in him that should compare. I don't think so far inward or such stuff within endows a man but he.
Think you there was? Oh, might ever be such a man as this you dreamed of? Consider what you first did swear unto, to add your company and seek no man. Can you still dream and pore and thereon look?
My tales of love were wont to wear me. There's not a man I meet but doth salute me. Even now, a tailor called me in his shop, and therewithal took measure of my body. You know I join not in a love discourse.
My wish received, so I take my leave.
Yet one more thing, good nurse.
I see a strange confession in thine eye, but shakest thou head, and keeps it in, fear or sin. Why, good lady, you need not fear.
I hope no less, yet 'tis needful to fear.
Well,
Keep good quarter and good care tonight. The day shall not be up so soon as I to try the fair adventure of tomorrow.
To your protection I commend me, gods. Guard me. Beseech ye.
I'm the signet to that pale faint swan, who chants a doleful hymn to her own death, and from the organ pipe of frailty sings her soul and body to a lasting rest.
the Princess of Athens.
Emilia, let white death sit on thy cheek forever. These present wars shall find I love my country, and when it breaks, I fear will issue thence the foul corruption of a sweet child's death.
Pirithius, my lord, help!
Get thee gone! Oh, thou false deluding slave! I give you leave to hang thyself! Get thee gone! Now he's gone. Madam, you need not fear.
What? Has this man appeared again
Oh,
tonight?
my sweet sir, do fitting to the night! Black, fearful, comfortless, and horrible!
Murder in heaven! How? 'Tis gone. Creon might have killed thee at the heart. 'Tis he and thieves, malice and lucre in them, have laid this woe here. How dangerous is it that this man goes loose? Your ladyship were best to have some guard about you if he come, for sure the man is tainted in his wits.
I see no reason why a fair princess should be protected like a child.
That a duke's children should be so conveyed, so slackly guarded, search so slow that could not trace them. No more light answers. Let our officers have noticed what we propose.
Or thou, or I, Thesius, will be protector.
Why, 'tis well known that, whiles I was protector, pity was all the fault that was in me. Pirithius, look you to the guard tonight. Attend you here the door of my stern daughter.
Get thee to bed this instant. Dismiss your attendant here. Look at me, Don.
I will guard your person as you take your rest and watch your safety.
What I should think of this, I cannot tell. But this I do think. There is no man is so vain that would refuse so fair an offered shame. And why not death, rather than living torment? To die is to be banished from myself, and Emilia is myself. To be banished from her, a deadly banishment. Oh, Palamon, thou wert once so good, fallen in the practice of a damned slave. What shall be said of him? Doth Emilia, treasure of an oyster, presses him for me? Advantage feeds him fat while I delay. The Gordian knot of hers, he will unloose, familiar as his guarded. When he speaks, the air, a chartered libertine is still.
How now, sir? Is your merry humor altered?
Strange alteration.
There's strange news come, sir.
What news?
Have you heard nothing strange about the streets?
I have not, my lord.
Why? It's not strange.
I know not how I deserve to run into this displeasurable lord.
Good work, you and your cry. Shall to the capital.
I will not long be troubled. I pray you lead me.
Why stay we prating here? To the capital.
Why do you look on me?
Let's to the capital, and take with us eyes and ears for the time, but hearts for the event.
Why? What means this?
'Twill be a good way. Tomorrow the wrestling is.
What? You wrestle tomorrow before the Duke?
Marry, sir. Half a day's journey, and I'll tell you. Yeah, the fair daughter, and tomorrow is her birthday. And there are princes and knights come from all parts of the world to just and tourney for her.
Tomorrow, sir. I wrestle for my credit.
Why, wilt thou tourney for the lady?
He that escapes me without some broken limb shall acquit him well.
I will wrestle with you in my strength of love. Look, I have you now. Ah! Oh! And thus I let you go and give you to the gods.
Yet, tell me the manner of this wrestling.
Say what you will, sir, but I know what I know. If the skin were parchment and the blows you give a rink, your own handwriting would tell you what I think.
As I was banished, I was Arcite. Hear patiently my purpose. I'll disrobe me of these familiar weeds and suit myself as does an Athenian peasant. So I'll fight against the part I come with. As I come for Emilia. Now go I, and content to liberty and not to banishment.
Faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming swifter than the wind. Unless a man would marry a gallows and beget young gibbets, I shall never marry. What hast I done? I hast mistaken quite to free Arcite from imprisonment. Never did a captive with freer heart cast off his chains of bondage and embrace his liberty! Palamon, whose eyes like lamps whose wasting oil is spent wax dim as drawing to their exigent. Weak shoulders overborne with burdening grief, hath he not hideous death within his view? Upon a homely object love can wink. If I can check my erring love, I will. If not, to compass him I'll use my skill. To be a prince in bondage is more vile than and is a slave in base servility, for princes should be free. Oh! Palamon! You have locks upon you. You shall be stolen. I'll fresh it and unlock the rivets all, but I'll be master of you. Wilt thou not, Palamon, abide?
He which hath no stomach to this fight, let him depart. His passport shall be made.
Who is he, whose chin is but enriched with one appearing hair?
Though it appear a little out of fashion, there is much care and valor in this man.
Alas, this is a child, so immature. Little feet of this weak and riddled shrimp should strike such terror to his enemies. This cannot be. For the sake of reason, 'tis a pageant to keep us in false gaze. And let ourselves again but understand that as it more concerns the Duke than Athens, that he stands not in such warlike grace, but altogether lacks the abilities that Athens is destined.
Not yet old enough for a man or young enough for a boy as a squash is.
Yea, but soft. Who might this be?
Lo, there standest a breathing valiant man of an invincible and conquered spirit. And when he was a child babe a shrimp, thus did he strangle serpents in his manners.
Alas the day. He will spare neither man, woman, nor child.
Oh, it shall not be long, the sorcerer shall clear all. Nothing remains but that I kindle the boy thither, which now I'll go.
Oh, you take the part of a better wrestler than myself.
forward member within your house, to make mine eye the witness of that report which I so oft have heard.
Well, there thou makest me sad, and makest me sin in envy of the father blessed a son who is the theme of honor's tongue.
I'm proud to be a lowly son. Youngest son, when I've changed that calling to be adopted Darius Thesius.
But I think him better than he says.
This star of Athens, fortune made a sword, it cannot be just long, the sides of nature will not sustain it.
I would sustain some harm. It is shaped, sir, as broad as it hath breadth. As it is, it moves with its own organs.
'Tis a strange serpent.
Must he, good Duke?
Protect our lady here?
Gracious Lord, these days are dangerous. Virtue is choked with foul ambition, and charity chased by rancor's hand.
So is it concluded that he should be protector?
You must, good sir, protect our lady here.
Cheer up, my lord, our foes are nigh. You promised knighthood to this forward son, so unsheath your sword and come in presently.
But as occasion serves this noble man, what pledge have we of his firm loyalty?
By his blunt bearing, he shall keep his
Inside of truth! I kiss your hand.
To say your welcome were superfluous. You are a prince and my guest.
Soldier, kneel down. Rise up tonight. We give thee for reward 1,000 marks, and will that thou henceforth attend on us.
What hast I done? I hast mistaken quite to free Palamon from imprisonment.
If you'd yield me his virginity, he might be freed. I'm not a slut, though I thank the gods I am foul. Palamon, how bravely thou becomest, and pair of cast lips of Diana. Oh, but kiss! One kiss! Release me from my bands as youthful crimes would pardon thee. Let your indulgence set me free, and what your pleasure is shall satisfy me. The bonds of heaven are slipped, dissolved and loosed. With another knot, by a finger tied, he cried to me. I saw him prisoner, and then Palamon was within my view, and pity o'erwhelmed my wrath. I then gave my poor host freedom. Though I let him go, he is my prisoner. The debt he owes will be required to me, bolts and shackles. The precious treasure of my eyesight lost. He then fled into this forest, whither I pursued him. This horse is merely lost. No! 'Tis impossible he should escape! Out, sword! And to a sore purpose! Fortune, put him into my hands! My valor is to chase what flies. Our cage we make acquire, as doth the prisoned bird, and sing our bondage freely.
Oh, sweet Emilia, thy beauty hath made me effeminate. And in my temper, soft and valid stealing, such a point away, so near mine honor, I am set at work among my lady. God knows in truth, looking for her sake that I had been. For I feel my heart in the open prosperous gentleman. To be king were her mild companion. How pompous followed. Mine will now be hers, and should be said to say, hers will be mine. Can I do this and then not get a crown? These are the forgeries of jealousy. Be assured you shall not find me, Palamon, evil-eyed unto you. For you are a prisoner, but your jailer should deliver you the keys that lock up your restraints. For you, Palamon, let not your dishonors be your dishonors, if you outlive the envy of this day.
One sin I know none that doth provoke. Murder is to us as near as flame to smoke. Oh, beware, my lord of jealousy! It is the green-eyed monster which doth mock the meat it feeds on.
But jealous souls cannot be answered so. They are not ever jealous for the cause. Jealous for they are jealous. 'Tis a monster without a honest soul. Born honest soul.
I think you the most pathetical break promise, and the most hollow lover, and the most worthy of her you call Emilia. I came hither to fight thee, Arcite. These griefs and losses have so bade me that shall hardly spare a pound of flesh. By my sword, speak, and I'll kill thee. Hoot, with a bond of iron round about me.
Lord, vouchsafe to listen.
Speak briefly then, for I am permitted to dispatch this viper's traitor. To eject him hence were but one danger. To keep him here are certain death. Therefore it is decreed. He dies tonight.
Why, thou horse and ass, thou mistakest me. Yet, you mistrust cannot make me a traitor. Trouble not yourself, good Palamon. I will not be your friend nor enemy. A little more than kin and less than kind. Arcite was never so much our enemy as morning roses newly washed with dew.
To that fair flower, add the rank smell of weeds. If you swear you are not done, you lie, and I will kill thee. If thou dost deny thou hast made me a cuckold.
Why, she may command me. I serve her. She is my lady. I have done my duty.
Thou hast no strength of will to slay thyself, for idly living here in pomp and ease, while such a worthy cousin wanting aid unto his dastard foeman is betrayed. Nay, stand thou back! I will not budge a foot. Be thou cursed Cain in puny battle to slay thy brother, slay me!
No. I will resist such entertainment till mine enemy has more power. I will here be with thee presently, and if I bring thee not something to eat, I will give thee leave to die. But if thou diest before I come, thou art a mocker of my labor.
If this uncouth force yield anything savage, I will either be food for it, or bring it food for thee. Thy conceit is nearer death than thy powers.
Palamon, save thou thy labor. Come no more for ransom. What? I shall have none. Why, if two gods shall play some heavenly matches, on the wager lay one earthly woman. Will I say no? And therefore, for assurance, shall win the wager which I will propose.
Content. What's the wager?
We'll make a solemn wager for her hand, for your ill opinion, and the assault you have made on her chastity, you shall answer me with your sword.
And lies in you, my lord, to bring me out in some grace, for you did bring me out to battle you.
Why, then, 'tis time to arm and give direction. This sword, this arm, and my best spirits are bent with guilty dread of thee so much strength as to take a man on his pawn, then stoop. By that and all the rights of knighthood else, will I good against thee. Arm to arm.
'Twere as good a deed as to drink when a man's hungry, to challenge in the field, and then break palms with him, and make a fool of him.
You will find it otherwise, I assure you. Therefore, if you hold your life at any price, betake you to your guard. I am so full of business, I cannot answer thee truly. I have a journey, sir, shortly to go. Emilia calls me. You must not say no.
I will kill thee 150 ways, therefore tremble and depart. He's mine, or I am his. Mine emulation hath not honor in it had, where I thought to crush him in equal force. True, sword to sword. I'll punch at him some way, or wrath or craft me get at him. To equal him, I'll make myself a knight, and by the glorious worth of my descent, this arm shall do it, or this life be spent.
Call the slave again! Though I am mad, I will not bite him. Call! Foul words and frowns must not repel a lover. What? Though the rose hath prickles, yet 'tis plucked. If drawing my sword against the humor of affection would deliver me from the reprobate thought of it, I would take desire prisoner, and ransom him to any French courtier for a new devised courtesy. What has I done, Palamon? This shadowy desert, unfrequented woods where I confess I slept not, but profess 'tis true, the raven doth not hatch a lark. Though whilst their own birds famine skirmish in their nests, this bird I aimed at, though I hit him not. Therefore a health to all that shot and missed. And thou away, like a wild bird being tamed with too much handling. The very birds are mute. Are you my bird? I mean to shift your bush and then pursue you as I draw my bow. Look how a bird lies tangled in a net. Sorrow to shepherds, woe unto the birds, though I did change you to the meanest bird that flies in the pure air, Palamon. My suitor drave me from my mad humor of love to a living humor of madness. For lovers' hours are long, though seeming short. All's but not. Patience is Scottish, and impatience does become a dog that's mad. Then is it sin to rush into the secret house of death ere death dare come to us? Yet doth this accident and flood of fortune so far exceed all instance, all discourse, that I am ready to distrust mine eye and wrangle with my reason that persuades me to any other trust but that I am mad. If mad and merry, I'll go hang myself. Let me not be mad. Not mad, sweet heaven. Keep me in temper. I would not be mad.
How rarely does it meet with times, guys, when a man was wished to love his enemies more than my shanks and wrist. You good gods, give me the pendant instrument to pick that bolt!
What ho, Palamon?
'Tis almost morning. I would have thee gone like a poor prisoner in his twisted gyve, so loving jealous of his liberty.
But this thy countenance, so locked in steel. I never saw till now. Whoever bound you, I would lose his bonds. Oh, stop. I swear I'll cut you to strike again.
Disgrace and horror that at my command, thou wouldst not kill me. Do it. The time has come.
You say very true, scold neighbor. God's will is. I will desire you to live in the meantime and eat your victuals. Come, there is sauce for it. I am one that ignores my victuals and would fain have meat.
Oh, ominous. He comes on my heart. Give me thy knife, won't salt on you. Flattering myself, as if it were the Lord come hither purposely to poison me. Oh, get thee from my sight! And thou gavest me poison, dangerous fellow. Hence! Cease. Arcite, cease. Cease!
Oh, noble weakness. Poison would appear by external swelling.
With eager feeding, food doth choke the feeder. So farewell to the little good you bear me. The poison quite outcrows my spirit. I am not furnished like a beggar, therefore to beg will not become of me. Go hang thyself in unfair garters.
It is possible that so short a time can alter the condition of a man. Please eat. We may contrive this afternoon to strike mightily, but eat and drink as friends.
Sir, I'll eat no meat, sir. I'll not drink, sir. Idle talk will once be necessary. I'll not sleep neither.
Then shall we find tomorrow you only have stomach to eat and none to fight. Now is the time to arm. Come, shall we about it?
I eat, I drink, array myself, and live.
Do nothing but eat and make good cheer. Praise God for the merry year. After our great good cheer, pray you sit down. Now we sit and chat as well as eat.
Nothing but sit and eat and eat.
Happier is he that has no friends to feed them. Such doing enemies exceed. I bleed inwardly for my lord.
Unquiet meals make ill digestions.
Taste of your wine and see what cates you have. For soldiers' stomachs always serve them well.
'Twas full of darnel. Do you like the taste?
Taste them first as thou want to do. Wine and sugar of the best and fairest, and I would have won any woman's heart.
This bitter taste yields your engrossments to the ending father of Emilia.
All friends shall taste the wages of their virtue. and all foes the cups of their deservings. When thou hast none, remember thy friend. We met here both to thank and to remember.
You remember the daughter of that lord?
I do remember in this shepherd's boy some lively touches of that daughter's favor.
I remember when I was in love, I broke my sword upon a stone. And I remember the wooing of a peace cod instead of her.
That shall be by and by. I remember the story, aye. You spake in Latin then too. But 'tis no matter. I'll never be drunk, I'll still live again.
But if thou live, remember not to be. Die single, and thine image dies with thee.
But say it with me. I love Emilia. Say with her that she loves me. Say with both that we may enjoy each other.
No, thou stand single. Thou art not on her yet. This late dissension grows betwixt us peers, burns under feigned ashes of forged love that will at last break out into a flame.
What does thou mean by this?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee. For why my bowels cannot hide my woes, but like a drunkard, I must vomit them. In sadness, cousin, I do love the woman thou hast stolen, which after some few hours I am possessed with. To have the touches, dearest prize, heaven will that she these gifts should give, and I live and die her slave. Or I will throw thee from my care forever into the staggers and careless laps of youth and ignorance, both my revenge and hatred loosing upon thee the name of Emilia.
But, sure you think. Good words I think were best.
Oh, he is old and blushes not at death. Avaunt, thou hateful villain, get thee gone.
Let it be seen tomorrow in battle which of us fears. You are not worth another word, else I call you knave. I leave you.
Cowardly knight, ill fortune follow thee. I would thee, false marriage coward, on thy knee make thee beg pardon for thy past speech. Be ready, Arcite, for thy death tomorrow.
Am I in earth? In heaven? Or in hell? Sleeping or waking? Mad? Or well advised? Palamon, do not think me mad. They have laid me here in hideous darkness. Many that are not mad have, sure, more lack of reason than do I, fair Palamon. If you'll be patient, I'll no more be mad. That cures us both. I am much sorry, sir. You put me to forget a lady's manners. She bows her head, the new sprung flower to smell, and says, within her bosom it shall dwell. I'm not mad. I know thee well enough. I am gone, sir, and anon, sir, I'll be with you again. Like a mad lad, he's gone, and we cast away moan. God have mercy on his soul. I am not mad. This hair I tear is mine. I am not mad. I would to heaven I were. If I were mad, I should forget my love. Oh, when thou holst up thy hand, let me kiss this prince of pure white and this seal of bliss. I shall speak to him like a saucy lackey, like to a lonely dragon, as merry as when our nuptial day was done. To his good friends thus wide I'll ope my arms. In arms they sound as when I wooed in heart. Then one of you will prove a shrunk panel, and like green timber warped much like a cheese, consumes itself to the very paring, and so dies with feeding his own stomach. Ugh! Virginity breeds mites. So shows a snowy dove trooping with crows, and like the kind, life-rendering pelican, breaks his staff like a noble goose. To whose whisper o'er the world's diameter, as level as the cannon to his flank, transports his poisoned shot, may miss our name, and hit the woundless air. My ashes, as the phoenix, may rise up and bring forth a revenge that will revenge upon you all! Why come you not? Let heaven kiss earth. Now let not nature's hand keep the wild blood confined. Let order die! And let this world no longer be a stage to feed contempt. lingering act. Thou thought'st to help me, and such thanks I give as when near death to the
Promise to return again within a day, and here chewing the food of bittersweet and fancy. The times are wild. Contention like a horse, full of high feeding that madly broke loose and bears down all before him. How all occasions do inform against me. Spurs my dull revenge and make Athens weep streams of blood.
Fair lord, I am returned your soldier.
O fair return of banished majesty, thou art too gentle and too free a man. I came to kill thee, cousin, and bear hence a great edition earned in thy death.
Your noble cousin has come right hither, and all the number of my fair demands have been accomplished without contradiction. With all the gracious utterance thou hast, speak to my gentle hearing kind commands. We do debase ourselves, cousin, do we not?
Thou bitch wolf's son, canst thou not hear? I'd rather wish thee foe than hollow friend, yea, but not change your spots, take but your shame. Mine honor is my life, both grow into one. Take honor from me, my life is done, but then, dear my liege, in mine honor let me try. I am sorry I cannot trust thee more, the private wound is deepest. Old time most accursed, mongst all foes that a friend should be the worst.
'Twere a pity two such friends should be long foes. Yet ere we put ourselves in arms, dispatch we the business we spoke of.
Well, then I will weary you then no longer with idle talk. Know of me then, for now I do speak of some purpose, that I know you are a gentleman of good conceit.
If I do lose this battle, why, then this is the very last time we shall speak together. What are you then determined to do?
Never talk to me. I will weep. And will, to save the blood on either side, try fortune with you in a single fight, where death and danger dogs the heels of worth. You are too good for death, Arcite, but me, whom I myself embrace, will set you free.
Thy merit hath made my duty strongly knit, and puts a peril on my tattered loving. Show me worthy of thy sweet respect, but in this troublous time, what's to be done? Shall we go throw away our coats of steel, or shall we on the helmets of our foes tell our devotions with revengeful arms?
I would put mine armor on and repass you with blood. This ancient proverb will well be affected. A staff is found quickly to beat a dog. Come, give me my staff.
What a block, Arthur, thou canst not. My staff understands me.
Only this proof file of thy valor make. In single combat thou shalt buckle with me.
Let me shake thy hand. I never hated thee. I have seen thee fight when I'd envied thy behavior.
Farewell, worthy lord. A heavy heart bears not the nimble tongue. Excuse me, coming too short of thanks for my great suit so easily obtained.
Forever and forever, farewell, Palamon. If you do anything mine, we shall smile. If not, fight in this parting is well made.
Thou art a fool to bid me farewell.
And in good time, here comes the noble Duke.
What bringeth the Duke into this forest?
The Duke, he's hunting.
And for the morning from the wine, our proposed hunting shall be set aside.
Is she the goddess that has severed us and brought us together?
What find we here? Is this my treasurer? Let them seek my lord, upon his peril that I have reserved to myself nothing. Speak the truth, fair soldier.
O Duke, he woos your daughter, lays his wanton seeds before her beauty.
It may be you have mistaken him, my lord.
My lord, this is a desperate and fond creature, whom sometime I've laughed with. Let your highness lay a more noble thought upon mine honor than to think that I would sink it here.
Aye, so you serve us how we serve you, but when you have our roses, you barely leave the thorns to prick ourselves with. May this be possible? May this be true? Who willed you, or whose will stands but mine?
Arcite, is your servant's name, my lady? Emilia, I live to thank thee for the love thou showest me. This devil, a Puritan that he is, so crammed with excellences that it is his ground of faith that all that look on him love him. And on that vice in him will I find my revenge and will cause to work.
I'll trust not him that hath once broken faith. I trust I may not trust thee, for thy word is nothing but the vain breath of a common man. Believe me, I do not believe thee, man. Who should I swear by? Thou believest no God. That granted, how canst thou believe an oath?
'Tis not the many oaths that make the truth, the plain single vow that is vowed true.
Look you, the worm is not to be trusted, but in the keeping of wise people. For indeed, there is no goodness in the worm.
Good father, I beseech you on my knees. Hear me with patience, but to speak a word.
There's nothing more to be said, but he is banished as enemy to the people and this country.
If I dream not, thou art Emilia. You have begot me, bred me, loved me. I return those duties as a right fit. Obey you, love you, and most honor you. What, does thou turn away and hide thy face? I am no loathsome leper. Look on me!
There goes my protector in a rage.
Come back, fool. This is Arcite of Thebes, not your lord protector.
Believe in my lord, in mine own knowledge, without any malice, but to speak of him as my kinsman. He is the most notable coward, an infinite and endless liar, an hourly promise breaker, the owner of not one good quality worthy of your lordship's entertainment.
Liar and a slave!
Thy love is better than high birth me, richer than wealth, prouder than garments cost, of more delight than hawks or horses be, than eyes I love, and knowing me as they torment me with disdain. By heaven, I love thee better than myself, for I've come armed hither against myself.
God, quit you in his mercy. Hear your sentence. You have conspired against our royal person. Touching our person, we seek no revenge, but we our kingdom's safety must so tender, whose ruin you have sought, that to her laws we do deliver you. Get you therefore hence, for miserable wretches,
My love.
your death.
My love,
In sight of God and us, your guilt is great. Receive your sentence of the law for sin, such as by God's book are adjudged to death.
Sweet father, let them live. All furnished, all in arms, as full of spirit as the month of May, as gorgeous as the sun in midsummer, wanton as youthful goats, wild as young bulls. Were they were wasted, marrow, bones, and all, then from their loins no hopeful branch may spring, and you would waste your bones. Then if you have made waste of all that I have, then do but say to me what I would do, that in your knowledge should by me be done, and I pressed unto it, therefore speak.
I have my wish, and might live to see thee married once.
Let them live to look upon your grace, sir, and I will marry you at your request.
Do you speak fair?
As surely as I live, father, and I will do it without fear or doubt, live an unstained wife to my sweet love.
Choose thou thy husband.
Both are my kinsmen, as well as they may upbraid me with my crown.
Thou shouldst a husband take by your consent. Well, you have made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a man.
Believe me, Lord, I think she cannot choose.
But this reasoning is not the fashion to choose me a husband. Ugh, me, the word choose. I would neither choose whom I would nor refuse whom I dislike. So is the will of a living daughter curbed by the will of a dead wooer. Is it not Father, that I cannot choose one nor refuse none?
Chop off their heads, man.
My Lord, I do protest.
What would you say?
Well, I would tell you
What
what
would
I
you have? Grant me the combat, gracious sovereign. Peace be amongst them, if they turn to us. Let these have a day appointed them for single combat in convenient place. Are you all agreed, lords?
I accept the combat willingly.
and I, my lord, I accept the combat too.
Away with them to prison, and the day of combat shall be the last of next month.
This is the day appointed for the combat. And ready are the appellant and defendant. The armorant is manned to enter the lists, so please, your highness, to behold the fight.
My tongue cannot express my grief, for one so sweet was ne'er so fatal. I must weep, but they are cruel tears, this sorrow's heavenly, it strikes where I doth love. And pardon me, Father, for I knew not thee. My tears shall wipe away these bloody marks, and no more words till they have flown their fill.
Dost thou drink tears that thou provokest such weeping? What may a heavy groan advantage thee? Dismiss your vows, your feigned tears, your flattery, for where a heart is hard, they make no battery.
My sighs are blown away, my salt tears gone, my eyes turned to fire, my heart to lead. Is it necessary he should die?
Though he be as good a gentleman as the devil is, as Lucifer and Beelzebub himself, it is necessary.
I pray, sir, tell me, is it possible that love of a sudden should take such hold?
It shall be possible, Emilia.
Consent upon the order of their fight? So be it. Either to the uttermost, or else a breath. The combatants being kin, half stints their strife before their strokes begin.
This very day, great Mars, I put myself into thy file, a loyal, just, and upright gentleman, upon one battle all my liberty. I proof under mine armor with my prayers, and with thy blessing seal my weapons pointed. It may enter Palamon's waxed coat. He is composed and framed of treachery, in human action, nor capacity, of no more soul nor fitness for the world than dogs that are often beef for barking, is therefore kept to do so. I'll fight with him alone. I'll be revenged. Let him that loves me strike me dead. Being most unfit to live, I have made you mad. And even with such valor, man, hang and drown the proper self. I'll pray 1,000 prayers for thy death. No word to save thee. God be with you, Palamon. To my charge. If we no more meet till we meet in heaven, then joyfully, my noble lord of Thebes and kind kinsmen, my Palamon, adieu. Come, say thy prayers.
Please, he in earnest? Look upon his face. His eyes do drop no tears. His prayers are in jest. His prayers are full of false hypocrisy. Mine, of true zeal and deep integrity. Mine prayers do outpray his. But let him have the mercy which true prayer ought to have. I'll prove mine honor and mine honesty. Let one spirit of the firstborn Cain reign on all bosoms, that each heart being set on bloody corpses, the rude sea may end, and darkness for the burial of the dead. I love him not, nor hate him not. Yet I have more cause to hate him than to love him. With what persuasion do you tempt thy love? What viler thing upon the earth than friends who can bring noblest minds to basest ends? I say, my prayers aloud. If from the field I shall return once more to kiss those lips, I shall return in blood. I and my sword were in our chronicle. I love thee more and more, and think more and more. Most like a noble lord in love, who had a royal lover, took his hint on the first meeting loved, that it would continue till we had died. Now, by the stock and honor of my kin, to strike him dead, I hold it not a sin.
Ay me, most wretched that have my heart parted twixt two friends that do afflict each other. Thou divine nature, how thyself thou blazonest in these two princely boys. They are as gentle as zephyrs blowing below the violet. I hope all will be well, but I cannot choose but to think they would lay them in the cold ground. I would prevail, if prayers might prevail, to join their hearts in love and amity. Oh, what a scandal it is to Athens that two such noble peers as ye should jar. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world that hatred is not far from jealousy? To sleep by hate and fear no enmity? Arcite, a true knight, not yet mature, yet matchless, firm of word, speaks in deeds and deedless in tongue, his heart and his hand both open and both free, for what he has he gives, what thinks he shows. I know I love in vain, strive against hope, yet in this captious and untenable sieve I still pour in the waters of my love. Palamon in his blaze of wrath subscribes to tender objects, but in heat of action is more vindictive than jealous love. His life I gave and did there to add my love without retention or restraint. Yet, the oath of a lover is no stronger than the word of a tapster. They are both the confirmers of false reckonings. Well, I know not what Count's harsh fortune casts upon my face, but in my bosom shall she never come.
Sound, trumpets, and set forth combatants.
begging you, Arcite. Ugly fiend of hell as thou shalt be if thou didst kill this man.
But what to me, my love? What to me? Become a wife.
Die!
I have mistaken wife.
Let not the piece of virtue which is be the remnant of the fortress of it.
Unhappy that I am, I cannot heave my heart into my mouth. I love thee, noble lord, according to my bond, no more, no less.
I be not fine. To this I am most constant. Though destiny say no. Be merry, gentle.
Be copy now to men of grosser blood, well or ill. I am bound to you.
Do I delight to die? Or life desire? But now I lived. Life was death's annoying. Then I died, and death was lively joy. Heavy heart's blood melts in mine eyes red fire. So shall I die by drops of heart desire.
Dead. Not by a hired knife, but this self-hand, which split the heart. This is his sword. Behold it stained with the most noble blood. Oh, Arcite, look at how thou diest. Look at how thy eye turns pale. Look at how thy wounds do bleed in many vents. Hark! How Troy roars, how Hecuba cries out, like witless antics. One another doth meet and all cry out. Arcite's dead. Oh, Arcite.
Fall not a tear, I say. One of them breaks all that is won and lost. Give me a kiss.
Oh God that sees it, do not suffer it. As it was won with blood lost, be it so. A royal battle might be won and lost, but the main grief springs from the loss of a beloved cousin and a friend.
He's an attending star. Scarce seen a light. Death makes no conquest of this conqueror. For now he lives in fame, but not much.